Hi, my name is Dr. Benjamin Burns.
And my name is Dr. Chukwuma Ekwelum, and together we are Mirror Start.
I don't think that there was any one specific moment, but rather a series of revelations. I was a school psychologist at a high school for 5 years, and I began to realize that students would start with us hating school, reading at a third grade level, and 4 years later, they were hating school, reading at a third grade level. We just gave them a piece of paper. And it was in this revelation that I began to see my role in this system, in just sitting in meetings and pushing out paperwork that was making excuses for a system that had failed kids, specifically by blaming those kids and what was wrong with them. And it was really in this revelation that I realized I needed to find a way to have more influence on our educational systems and specifically get more upstream in the whole process.
For me, my most pivotal moment came during my 5th year of teaching. When I was teaching, I taught high school humanities, and which is a fusion of English language arts and social studies. And in this particular class, the curriculum that I taught each year started off with the genesis of the United States, where the colonies broke free from England, and then we'd look at westward expansion and the removal of indigenous people. And then from there, we typically ended the school year looking at slavery and the Black freedom struggle. And so year in and year out, this was the curriculum that I followed. It was what was bestowed upon me to impart upon the students. And so in my 5th year teaching, during one class period where we were discussing the founding fathers of the U.S., one of my students, I'll never forget it, raises his hand very boldly and asks me, "When are we going to learn about us?" And I froze, and I remember at that moment, murmurings around the classroom started developing. I could tell his classmates were in agreement with him. When are we going to learn about us? And I had no savvy response. I was sort of caught off guard by the question. All I could really say in that moment was, "Okay, guys, please settle down." But instantly I would say that I knew exactly what he meant. I had the sudden realization that year after year, I had been putting forth a cookie cutter curriculum that really X'd out my students, right? They did not see themselves in the curriculum, in the content, in the material, and it was frustrating, and I remember the look of frustration on this student's face when he asked me the question. And, just had me thinking, wow, they're yearning for this, and I'm sort of perpetuating this system that's starving them of it, right? And so from that point on, I really made a conscious effort to be more culturally responsive in how I delivered my lessons, what content I put before my students. And that year, as I sort of changed my approach, they were well received by the students. And so I would say fast forward to now, as a school administrator now heading into year 12 in this profession, I am super adamant, in supporting schools to become culturally responsive and making culturally responsive schools the norm and no longer the exception.
I have attended a lot of conferences, workshops, staff development, so on over the years, and I rarely have I walked away feeling really empowered to make a change in my profession. Of course, there are always good ideas, good thoughts, good learning, but rarely do we have the time to sit down and process that learning and also plan to implement. That's where I feel Mirror Start is different. The relationships that we develop, the long-term commitments that we have, feel like we really get to know each other in a way that we are not just selling a product. We are really more focusing on unearthing your goals, unearthing your values, and adapting ourselves and our expertise to helping you reach your goals. And I think that it is professional development unlike anything that we have imagined before, but yet I see so much potential in going about it in that way.
Well, I am super passionate about supporting adult learning. I've always believed that the best educators and the best school and district leaders are those who, are dedicated lifelong learners, right? I'm also very passionate about fighting and combating against complacency and ignorance. Two, in my opinion, two major killers of any professional's career. And so without that support, those things can creep in and really wreak havoc on your ability to move forward and grow. And so, we've designed Mirror Start to really be a platform, to serve as a platform where we can really dig into this type of work, roll up our sleeves, and really engage in helping people grow and meet their goals.
We hope that you've enjoyed getting to know a little about us, and we look forward to hopefully getting to know more about you.
Should you be interested in partnering with us to reach your goals, school or district-wide, please visit our website at www.mirrorstartconsulting.com and inquire about your free consultation today.
Thanks for tuning in, and remember, true change begins from within.